Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Backstage with Fred. I am still in Australia. We're at MoodleMoot Australia. Still having a good time. Unfortunately, this is the second day. We're nearly at the end of the conference, but I'm lucky. I'm with Berta.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So, who are you? That's usually my first question.
I am the UX designer, one of the UX designers at Moodle HQ. I'm the only one in Sydney. There is others in Perth and different parts of the world because we work all remotely. And I am part of the teams that take care of the academy and Moodle documentation, demo sites.
That's good. And before we talk specifically about your job, we're at a conference right now. It's called MoodleMoot. What's the conference? What is it about?
So it's about community and all the people because Moodle is an open source and that's the core, and how everyone, how people use Moodle and what plugins they do, how do they develop things to improve Moodle, how they share it, and all about that.
I like that. I like that your first answer was like when I asked about the conference, where like it's about the community, because quite often when I ask the question at conferences, people are like, "Oh yeah, we have a lot of great content about the specific topic," but you started with community, and I think it's like that at many conferences, but I feel like at MoodleMoot, it's even more about that because, as you said, it's open source. There's a community of people using it, building it, and I really feel it here. Like people are friendly, they're nice, they're really that vibe of like we're part of a community. And so you did a workshop yesterday. It was a workshop about introducing people to Moodle.
So it was the workshop was meant to be for the first people using Moodle, but we know here in this MoodleMoot, people is not usually is already an expert. That's what I mean. So we already knew that. So we handle it in a way that how we wanted to make people think about their first time using Moodle and what they struggle with, and also if they probably are mentoring or teaching others, colleagues, how to use Moodle, so how they can empathize with that, and also Moodle has changed and is changing every 6 months. So if we still are running a Moodle that is, 2.3 or whatever, now we are in 5.1, so like things change. So
people need to be aware of.
And also bring to the conversation the design thinking process, how to think about the problem, and then how you go to the empathizing, and then you find the solution.
No, that's great. I'm so sad because I missed that workshop, and I would have probably go with me because I'm new to Moodle as a whole. But we're sponsored at MoodleMoot Australia. I had a table, I had a booth, so I stayed with my colleague, talked to people about TinyMCE, but unfortunately I missed it. With that said though, you're a UX expert at Moodle. I did an interview previously with, I think, your boss's boss, Mary, she is CPO, Chief Product Officer at Moodle, and I think she told me there's about 20 UX people, like, it's their job. And now I'm going to be like a devil's advocate, but like, should UX be everyone's job, like people building product? Like, why do we need someone like, why do Moodle need you? What's your job? What are you doing, basically?
So that happened today in a second workshop, that we human beings try to think always in the solution, and we don't step back and think about what the problem is. And also, when you are working on a product, that you always think about the solution, but you don't think about who are the ones that you're building for, and what are the actual needs and pain points. And we tend, like most companies or product, they tend to forget about that, and they go straight to the solution, and then sometimes, most times, that some solutions just don't work, and then they a company's like, why they are not buying my product, or why are my services not getting all these leads or all of that. It's because they didn't get this step back and think about what actually the users needs and why they need their product. So that's the whole UX in summarizing.
Yeah, no, good.
So just getting empathize with the user, what they need, and why we're building things for.
Okay.
Right?
So, last question for you that I have, like, what your day-to-day looks like? You know, now you're at a conference, it's different, but when you're back at home or at the office, like, what are you doing exactly?
So, in UX, there is people specialize in different processes, and so there is a researcher who do most, this first stage where they talk with users, they interview them, they understand and find the patterns and the problems, and then UX can be also all the wireframes and mockups and all of that and prototyping. I am quite generalist, so I do from the beginning. Now I'm empathizing, so my day-to-day is like, now we are discovering new personas that we need to serve. So we did a workshop with the team to understand what we know from these and create these proto-personas, and then we will validate it through interviews or when we create our MVP, so minimum viable product, and then we keep iterating, and until there is a whole process that goes again and again and again until, because you want to iterate and refine, and every time your users can change or your product will evolve, so it's an ongoing process.
Good. So it's because of people like you that like the end user have a better experience.
Yeah, at the end is user-centric is that, like, not building a product just because we want, it's just building a product for someone.
Yeah.
And it could be everything. Like, I like to put the example of a mag. Like, if you have a mag but you cannot hold it properly and you get burned and all of that, it's like, it's gonna be useless.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. So thanks a lot for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Hey.
And folks,
Thank you.
see you at the next episode.
Bye.